We go straight into the Canadian tunnels, which were dug in 1916.
If one or the other heard his opponent working, the direction and level was obtained, and a torpedo was set in a hole bored by a special borer, the angle of the hole set to the correct position to strike his workings, and wired back to an exploder.
Canadian miner Lieutenant John Westacott.
At a chosen point, you decided, now we blow.
We were equipped with revolvers and grenades, but the best weapon of all underground workings was a specially made knife with a blade about 5 inches long, which was fitted to a brass frame over our hand. This weapon was silent in action.
For 24 hours, they fought hand-to-hand with grenades, with bayonets, with rifles, anything they could fight with. The favoured explosive by the tunnels was something called ammonal. It was designed specifically for its lifting effect. It was a medium explosive. High explosive would make a sharp crack. It could take 6 weeks, day and night, to load. There wasn't a gap anywhere.
The technology for listening evolves quickly. Stethoscopes listen for footsteps, not heartbeats. Then, engineers design the geophone. From the diary of tunneler Lieutenant Brian Frayling.
With it, one could hear the earthworms crawl and the ants walk. Listening to a pin drop shocked the eardrums.
Once a target was located, bags of ammonal, a new kind of explosive, were laid next to the enemy tunnel. When detonated, it would kill or entomb anyone inside.
And the Germans didn't fire at them. They learned more about the British underground system by watching where men were coming out of.
Yeah. Taking notes.
Don't kill them, that will keep them downstairs. Just let them keep coming out and we'll take notes. It's the clay, it's plastic, and the shockwave passes through that.
So it will kind of shiver like a jelly.
You've probably heard that the other day when a heavy truck went past on the road, and you could just feel a gentle trembling. Veterans sometimes say the candlelight flickers just a little bit as the air moves inside.
Part of the problem was a new kind of tobacco, pre-rolled cigarettes. Considered unmanly before the war, they were so convenient on the front that millions of men took up the habit. Dugouts offered shelter from gas attacks for infantry working on the surface. Albert Martin of the Royal Engineers.
70 or 80 men crowded into one of these galleries. Many with wet clothes and all in a filthy, dirty condition, breathing the same air over and over again. But foul air is better than poison gas, and dugouts are preferred to shell holes.
Private Bert Ferns.
Dugouts were the only places where you knew you were safe. You could curl up on your bunk, light a cigarette, and you were at peace with the world.
One of the best ways to record the position of a German trench was simple, but risky. Lieutenant Arthur Eaton, 171 Tunneling Company.
We employed a direct but dangerous method, crawling over to no man's land on a dark night with a graduated string as far as the enemy lines. The string then being withdrawn and measured. On one occasion, an officer was shot whilst going over and had the presence of mind and the courage to mark the spot where he had finished. The measurement was then completed by another officer.